doing some AFKing at our Skelly farm. Now I have a bunch of bone blocks in preparation for one of the projects I'm going to be working on. So let's head back to Basketopia. It's night, so I have to keep that in mind. This way. This will be the fastest way back. We're going to plot out some of the town. Right now we have just a few buildings built, but I kind of want to blueprint out a lot of the other stuff. So we're going to kind of plan out roads a little bit, and then maybe some of the structures for the buildings. This is kind of what I'm thinking. So when we first get over here, first things first, let's make a day. And then hopefully there wasn't too many spawns. So what we want to do is have some bone blocks to be able to work on some basic layout of things. Okay, so there was some spawns. So we'll have to watch for... Oh, actually he was far enough away he despawned, I think. How convenient. Okay, so we need to kind of work on some plotting out some of the stuff. So the actual structures, they have, the bone blocks isn't taking up the whole thing. Like the corners and the walls and stuff, these are actually the spruce. But I think just for, in terms of laying it out, I'm going to use bone blocks for sort of the corners of the buildings. So this over here, this road's going to continue going up from here. Possibly angling a little bit as it goes up and over this, sort of where the torches are. So that'll work its way over that way. How am I going to indicate the road? Let's grab some more food and maybe some different blocks. Maybe I'll throw down some cobble to help better distinguish the road. Let's get rid of our mossy for now. And our dirt. And grab, I think cobble's probably almost out. But yeah, is there more around? I'm trying to think. I probably have a bunch in the very bottom of the whole place. So let's go run down there and then put a bunch in this shulker box. I think we can, I think there's a waterfall or water drop here. Probably. Yes. Okay, good. Oh, there's cows down here. Okay. So, so some space in there for some cobble. Smooth stone. There we go, cobble. There is a skeleton. I heard it. Who knows? Okay. So we'll do that. Grab this. And then we can use the shortcut to get back upstairs. So now we have some cobble. We'll have some bone blocks. And then we can kind of walk around and you know, kind of plot out where the road's going to be. So we're going to need bone blocks on our bar, cobblestone, and we have extra stuff for both of those. We're going to need some shovels to dig out some paths, and picks, but we'll be good there. So actually, we can change this to be the fortune pick, so I get even more cobble as I go. All right, so this path, this road is this is the main road that comes through here. So it's 5 wide. This little offshoot is 4 wide. It's a less main road. It's still a main road though. And this will work its way up here. So we can kind of plot out. It'll be, so let's just shift it over 1. So, I mean, and it's going to need to go up kind of gradually. So we'll have to keep that in mind. But so in some way it's going to go up, up that way. And then, so it'll go around there. And then here we're going to continue doing that. Then it will go up a little bit at some point. So perhaps something like this. And then it's going to continue almost going diagonally at this point. But it can stay on the same level. And then going up here. So we can kind of clean it up later on, but this is kind of the path it'll take to get over there. Gets over to here, and here's a big gate. So we're going to want to come in kind of like here's a wall here. So there's going to need to come in a little bit more straight on, I think. So we take out some more of this. Okay. So this is sort of the right side of the path. We'll come along here, and then it will be raised up at this point. So we're sort of, this is this side of the path, roughly. And then when it gets to this gate, it's only 3 wide. So it's actually has to, the road that comes over, I think we made it be 4 wide. So it'll, get a little smaller as we go. But so we can go here, and then this path is actually going to stay up. Yeah, so 4 wide, and then roughly doing this on its way back over here. So something like that. It'll be the correct distance around, but for now, that's sort of the idea, roughly. So that'll give us an idea of some of the spacing for the other stuff. So what we want to do then is come over here into this corner. So we're going to have some sort of building is going to be here. Come up this way, and then we could have this alley line up. So we might do this as the corner of this building. And then as it comes up this way, it'll be against this building, I think. So it curves in this way. So it starts curving here. So we might consider making this the corner so that it has enough room to be able to overlap. Like, so the structure there is the next floor up can be a little bit higher out. So we can do that, which will then mean, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a square building either. We could actually have it go that way a little bit if we wanted to. So let's think about that. In terms of the spacing here, so this road's going through here. Maybe what we want to do is it's going to come this way a little bit to here. And then we can have it turn this way. And so it's lined up with this spruce tree, right? Yeah. So it comes right up to here. And then curves back this way. So that way there's a little bit more sort of, front to the building. And there's enough space, maybe we could do like a garden or something like in there. And then this continues over this way to line up eventually with this side of the building. Okay, which is actually here. So not a lot of space where it sticks out here. So I might consider not having this alley line up. I have it curving there. Actually, what we can do is I could have less space here. Make this not move over as much. A lot of these ones are, so we have 5 wide, 4 wide, and then other ones are only 3 wide. So lots of options, I guess. So this would be 3 wide. So over here, I guess that still works. That's not a lot of space, but it's enough for a door, and then, you know, it's a 3 wide space. So I don't know what the building is going to be exactly, but so then this gives this is sort of an alleyway that lines up all the way down there, so that you could continue down the alleyway if you wanted to. And I don't want the alleyway to exactly line up with the entrance here. So when you're coming in, there's going to be a building in front of this. So I guess starting from here, we're going to have a building. Oh, actually, sorry. I have my positioning wrong. So starting from, so there, it's going to probably come right through here. There's where the road's going to be. And so if we want this alleyway to exist, is that clear? Maybe we should, I'll do alleyways will be some slabs for now. So then right here can be a corner of a building. And so there'll be a little bit of space. This path is going to mostly go like that. So there'll be a little bit of space in front of this, assuming the door's right there, for an entryway, or like, you know, like a nice little entryway with a little bit of garden space in the front or something. Because the road is curved, so it's a little weird. But all right, so that is that, and then we can bring it over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then have it turn. So including that spot. So there's some room for a door, and then windows on either side or something like that. And then it can continue this way, meeting up along the edge. I don't have any side roads going, so there's going to be a wall. I don't know how big the wall is yet. I think the wall, this is the outside of the wall here. I bet, yeah. Outside the wall is here. So it'll probably be, let's suppose, 5 wide. And so there's going to be some sort of gatehouse here. So let's get another different block to indicate that. So I guess we'll grab our bow for now. So this is kind of the gatehouse boundaries. And also the wall. So there's going to be a gatehouse here. So I guess it might stick up more. So the wall is going to continue through there. Like that. So the gatehouse might stick out a little more. Maybe just one. So there's a gatehouse there. And then again, sticks out a little bit more going through here. And then the wall will continue all the way around the whole thing. But so this is a little gatehouse. We'll see if I remember that next time I actually get to that. All right, so what that means, point is, this thing's going to come this way. And so this is some space that could be a small little road that would run along the path. So we might have this building turn here, although again, there's not a lot of space here. So the wall has to come through here. So maybe we don't have it come out quite that far. Try this. So it's 3, and then we'll come this way with 1, 2, 3, and it curves back, leaving enough room for the wall to come through. So that's that building. What we can do also is, it doesn't need to be the same, like it can be separate buildings. So if we bring this direction, and then suppose here, we can make it so that the alleyway is going to come this way also, but so this is the end of that building. So if we come this direction, I guess we can do that just so I know where the edge is. So that building is curving back here. Okay, so it's actually going to be like that. So this is the back corner of whatever this building is. And then there's an alleyway that comes through here. going through there, and then there's building next to it for this building here. Which also then means that there's this building. So if you come this direction, it won't come all the way against the things, that there's some room for, like, you know, like we have for everything else. Oh, wait, what's this? Flower shop, coming soon. Let's take a peek. Ooh. Start of a flower shop. Ooh. Is everything upstairs? Ooh. Ooh. Anything up here? Nope. This is clever. Because the next building over is lower down. And so it's actually sharing... Is it not sharing a wall? I guess it is sharing a wall, but because of how it actually ends up being lined up. That's interesting. I think. Did she change? Oh yeah, because they happen to be lined up with there. Well, that's cool. So that's not even, it doesn't even affect that. Wow. Okay, very cool. All right. Oh, and I see that this is construction stuff. Oh, this is all my stuff. Cool. All right. So anyway, building here. It's gonna come over to here. So let's see. Do we have a corner for this building? No, not yet. So this is still alleyway here. And we could line it up here, but I kind of like the idea of not all the alleyways lining up. I guess I did it for that one. But let's have it move over. So we're gonna go. This is still one building here. That's lining up with that. And then we're gonna carry it over to, let's say. So it's actually this main road here. We could have an alleyway come through. Let's make a small road. Just 3 wide road. It's gonna go that direction. So I guess we can move it down a little bit. So, roads gonna head this way. I'll probably level a bunch of this. But so then what that means is that this building will be here. Or, yeah, I'm going to have it be not against the road, because if I want to do overhangs, if they were right against it and then there were 2 things that overhung, they'd be touching. Nearly. Nearly, though. They wouldn't really be... I mean, so, like here... this is an alleyway, so it's a lot smaller. Okay, let's actually change it. So we're going to go like this. So that's the corner of this building. If this one doesn't have an overhang, it'll just make it so that there's only like a small little bit. But. So here I have an overhang onto the main road, and then the roof. Okay, so I won't have an overhang onto this side. But then I will have an overhang with the roof, which is fine. Then the 2 would have a little bit of space in between them. Okay, never mind. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but it's okay. So we'll do that here as well. So that's going to be a road heading through here. And I might level a little bit. And so then this building is actually going to be lined up so like that. Okay. So then if this is a road that comes through, I guess I might have the road then turn that direction. So this is an alleyway, and then this is an alleyway that goes that direction. So we're going to actually have the main road come through. You know, it'll be in here. So road is going that direction, and then also this direction. So we're going to keep it 3 wide. And so there's going to be a road that heads through here. And goes this direction. So we'll I mean, depending on how we change the terrain and stuff. But so that's a road, a small road that comes through, and then there's going to be some different buildings here, and that way I can have kind of smaller buildings that some are going to be against the main road here, like this guy is against the main road. But then I can also have some that are going to be, you know, so there might be, if this is turning back in this way, possibly, then there might be 4 different buildings here. So a couple of them are just sort of pointing off onto the back roads. All right, so this is here. And I guess it could also be one like sort of structure, like these are sort of connected, but they have different doors. So we could do that. And we could also have it where sometimes like you'll have it like the upper floor is a different sort of building, I guess. The same building, but different purpose. And so we could have some stairs, door to stairs that go up into the building above. So we can work on those details as we actually build it, though. So the building itself will be coming over here. And then we'll bring it over this way. And let's say here might be a good spot for another side road, possibly. So here we'll go that direction. So we'll side road that comes up over to here. And then again we can do where it's going to be right up against it. Because it's kind of like it's not an alleyway, but it's, you know, kind of cramped. There isn't like this sort of space. Let's make a day. And I need to get some more blocks. Where are we filling cobble to? Oh, we're at it? Okay. Let's go like that. Let me make sure I don't need to do anything. Okay. Alright, so there's the road there. So this is going to be probably 4 different buildings. Let's see how much space there is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, so not including the walls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, good. So then 6 over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will be a spot to cross these here to split apart this building into 4 buildings. No, that was the cow. Okay. What about this way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so this way is a little bit different. But what we can do is this one's on the main road and the other one's on the smaller road. So we can actually go, what did I say, 12 probably? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so we're going to separate it out like that. So this back one's a little bit smaller than the one in the front, but that's fine. So it's going to be sort of 4 buildings. It'll be one building with a roof structure, or at least like this, where they're buildings, but they're right up against each other. And so there's an entrance that can be on the main road there, maybe a side door, possibly, depending on what's going on. Or maybe this is the side door that will be actually a set of stairs that will get up to like the apartment or whatever that's up above. And then over here, so we have that. All right, so then the question over here in this space, it's hard. We don't have the design yet for the wall itself. So, but there's going to be some sort of wall that comes through here. And then works its way over that direction. And so there's going to be some space on, you know, sort of this side. So I might not plot all that out yet. I'll have to plan out the wall first. But there's going to be some structures on this side of the road at some point. But I guess we don't, it's hard to know that yet. But let's head over here. And then there's going to be some stuff inside of here. This is sort of in the way, but we can work with that. So then this road, I have this all right up against it. This is still a major road. It's 5 wide. This is a major road that's heading down to there. This one I decided to have right up against it. But I might make this side be not up against it. So we're gonna go like this as the corner, and we'll, you know, change terrain and stuff like that later. And what I might do is partway down, I might make, is there a good spot? Is this a good spot? Yeah, so here I'll make a road that goes that direction. So we can make a road that goes there, which means that we'll probably have this be the edge of a building. And again, we'll probably actually bring it, so this is right up against it. And then what's the space like we have here? So we have quite a bit of space. I mean, this could be a larger building. I guess this might be a good spot for a large building. I don't know what it would be, but yeah, so potentially this will be a larger building. It goes all the way over to there. Let's make it 2 buildings. So how much space is in between? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 19, so 9 apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is potentially one roof structure, or at least one, combined building. So then if we want to make this one be a square, this would be 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So how does that line up with, so there's a side road that comes through here. And I'm actually kind of okay with these not really lining up. So this side road that comes through here doesn't quite line up with the next building over. Being in some sort of medieval stuff I've seen, they don't always all line up. So it comes through, I mean, so from here you can kind of see all the way down. But otherwise, so there's a building here, and then we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And there's a structure here, road that comes through here. And then again, I can see it if we just go this way. So this is this corner of the building. And so this is a 4-way, or at least a 3-way. We haven't gone the other way yet. But so then road comes through here. And what's over here? So there's going to be a wall here that comes along here and closes this up. This is a big bay, actually. But my plan was that I was going to have the harbor over here. Was my plan. Although I guess I could have both of these be harbors. Let's see. So maybe there's no walls that come through here, or there's some wall that comes through, but not all the way. So we'll have to kind of think about how we want to do this section. But so at the very least, we have this, and then there's going to be some sort of building that could come this way. So building there, and then here again we might have the same sort of thing where this is a building here. Then we can continue the building this way. So yeah, we have to kind of think about if there's going to be a harbor and kind of how that would work. But we don't have to, I mean, we're just sort of generally plotting stuff out. We don't have to actually really decide that right now. All right, so this is a side road, runs through here, and then this main road continues down over to here, and then here is the road. There you go. So we can bring in a building there. And I guess if there's going to be a harbor there, we might want this road to, so as it's coming around here, it can also sort of continue on and then head over to where this harbor is. It's actually 4 wide. Just realized. Here we go. So that could continue over to here. With the Rocky, like for some reason I feel like this other one is better as a harbor. But then again, I guess not really, because there's... I mean, this is a cool structure here, but there's not as much room. I mean, they're both... I'll make them both be harbors, but... I'll have to think about how I want to handle... This one might be for larger ships, and maybe I'll move like some of this cliff face a little bit closer, and we can have like a, you know, a deeper dock sort of thing. So then that path, this one's coming right along here. So this is potentially a road, you know, a smaller road that comes through here. So I guess there's not really a big road that goes over to the dock, to this one. But then that one I'll probably have it. I mean, there's the main road that comes through there. So this might come right over into a dock, I guess. So perhaps we want to make this be a little bit wider. We'll make this one be 4 wide. So let's take this out. So we'll do a 4 wide road that heads over to this dock. From this main road, sort of lining up with where that is. So this heads over to one of the docks, and there's another dock over there. Yeah, sounds good. Here we have another space for a building. So this one I'm going to have a little bit of greenery around it, a little bit of space there. I can't go this way too much because of the cliff face, but I think I might have it up against it for a lot of it. So we'll go ahead and bring this building up to that, and then it can go this way to a point, and then it'll probably curve there, I think. Let's make day. So with this curve, yeah, I think that's a good way to do it. So this is the opening there. This continues over here. So this is the building here, and there's a little bit of space behind it. But you know, there could be something back here. Like there could be a door here, and then this can be like a little garden or something like that. And actually, this tower, I don't know how far down it goes, but potentially then there could be some sort of secret thing in the garden to get into that tower or something. But okay, so that's this corner here. Then there's some space here. The road's going to continue going through here. And so I might have just a little alleyway there. And then that can meet up with this. Yeah. And then we're coming up to, there's going to be a main road that comes through here. And then some sort of structures going over to the big crane that's over there. Or it's not there yet, but we'll be there. This building, let's see. More bone blocks. Okay. So then this building could turn right here. Yeah, I guess it. So that's, you know, a smaller building. Smaller footprint, but all right, so building there, and then I guess we can have it scoot in a little bit. So this one is going to mostly go that direction. Maybe we'll go back a little bit here, and then suppose that this is where the ground is mostly. So we'll turn like that, and then there could be more buildings on this side of it, but that'll be on the road, mainly facing onto, I guess, which way is, I can't, it's backwards. There'll be a road there going that direction, and the buildings here will be facing onto that. So then this building, we can come over this way, and I guess we'll bring it to there. And then it's right here. So, building there. So this space is a small sort of enclosed space. So it could be like a little garden or something that they have back here that can be accessed through, you know, either one of these doors, if either of them have a door to it. But otherwise, it's not really accessible without going through the building. So it makes a little, like a little private garden or something. So this row is going to continue going through here. I should figure out the spacing of everything or whatever, but basically going through there. So I'm going to assume that it might be, you know, give or take a little bit. So let's start it here. So there's a building here. And I guess it will be including that. So I guess we'll go like that. So building here. That will come over to, so there's a road. That's actually signaling something else. Okay, so this, right about here, is the crane thing. So we're going to have a 4-wide road that comes through here. Okay, so that's where that is. So this building here is actually going to be very deep. In this first part. We're here, let's overlap. Let's not give any, you know, space next to it. This is more of a utility sort of road-ish to get over to the crane to bring supplies up. So then this is going to continue this way and then line up here. And then this can go a little bit further in, actually, this direction to here. So then here is going to be, oops. So this is this building, and then this is sharing it. So there's a little bit of space behind the building to walk around, but and I guess what you might actually do then is make the next building over, and not be right up against it. We're still going to leave that space. So an alleyway comes through here, goes like that, and then we can. I'm going to take this little thing out too, also. So then this, it's 4 wide. And so this is going to come into an area here that's going to mainly just be sort of open with like piles of stuff or whatever. So we're going to have this building come this direction. It can actually probably go up to here. And then this will give enough space for all those things. So this will come all the way over to here. So there's a little bit of space behind it. You know, I might adjust it a little bit. There won't be an alleyway necessarily, but there might be sort of path back here or something. And this is a longer building, but I think we'll keep it as one building. I won't section it off. Okay. So then over here, we have this building's on, or this road's mostly just going that direction. So we actually probably have a decent amount of space. That building is there. We could line it up directly there, although let's shift it off because this road's kind of curving a little bit. But it mostly sort of straightens out. Let's start here. Okay. And then about here. Let's go to here. So here is where the edge of this building is, and then I'll slightly adjust the road. But it's coming through here, and then a lot of this is going to be the harbor. So on this side of it, it's going to be sort of harbor-related stuff. You know, the docks or maybe there's some small buildings for the harbor. All right, this continues over this way. So here's an alleyway. Let's not have it directly line up. Let's have it go to there. It's actually off by a little bit. And then we have this building goes that way. There won't be a lot of space in between here and there, but it can be a thin building. This one we will bring out to here. So there's that building. Let's resupply. Well, I guess I can use these up first. This building, yeah, so this one only will be out to there. And then continue over here. And then we'll have it stop at the same point on this side. So it's a thinner building. Maybe it's a storage or something inside of it. And then there can be some piles of stuff, and then the whole crane bit there. This is an alleyway, comes over. Comes over to here. So then the question is, what happens here? So this path is going to continue that way. If we level some of this hill, we could have another building inside of this space. So let's... Do we include an alleyway here? Sure. So alleyway... Well, no, I guess let's make these buildings be right up against each other. So let's go... Here is a corner of this building right up against that one. And then we'll bring it... Let's see if we're going to take out some of this. Bring it up to here. And then that can line up to here. So this is an alleyway. Yeah, sure. We do that. Or... No, I guess we can bring it further back. You know, there'll be some space here because of this cliff, and we'll probably actually take out a little bit of that just because it's a little weird. We'll probably smooth it out a little bit. This won't be a very high building in terms of going. It won't be all the way up against that, but so then this goes here, and then we have this is the part of that building. These are right up against each other. This alleyway comes through here. So there's a little bit of space here. If we actually have like a well here, there could be a well in the back behind this building, actually. Do I have any signs? Probably not. So maybe there's a well there. Although I guess if there's a well there, there's not a lot of space there. Needs to be a little bit more space to build walls around the well. Unless it's just a cauldron in the ground. Anyway, we'll think about that when we get there. Alright, so there's some buildings there. Let's make it be day. I may have to end the stream a little bit earlier than 2... Oh, okay. Than 2 o'clock. We'll see. Alright. So we have that in place. There's some, different stuff over there. And there'll be some buildings here, and then I'm going to build some things inside of this. So... There's going to be a tower, defensive tower there. I'm going to clean that up a little bit. Remove that silliness. But then I'm going to try and incorporate this somehow into... maybe there's a tower there or something. We'll see. But then some docks that come out. So here is this building. And then there might not be too many more buildings on this side of this hill coming around. Because this is right up against the castle. I don't think there's going to be any buildings right here. So we don't have to worry about planning out those buildings. Although I might have, because it ends there, there's a little bit of space before we get over to by the castle. So I could have some smaller stuff maybe. We'll see. And I'm not going to worry about designing this side of the road until I have more of the road in place. Because I want to, sort of plan around the road coming through. So that is all of that. Let's take a look elsewhere. Actually, that might be good for now. The next sort of part I'm going to plan out. I still have to plan out the city walls that go around. But then next is kind of the stuff over here. So we're going to have some sort of building in here. I thought about having some sort of, what am I going to use this space for? Is this going to be a harbor? Probably not. Because, the waterways going through there aren't very big, although I can make them a little larger. But I wanted to do something in this space. There's going to be city walls that come through here. So there's some space here for a building. Right now this is just where the cows are, and donkeys and stuff. But there's probably going to be some more buildings in here. And then, again, all the way over there. Over there is going to be probably where the quarry is. So if we run over there real quick. So this road is going to go this direction. Come over here, and then this is where there's going to be sort of a quarry. Like, it's mostly stone. So I'm going to try and make like a big pit. Make it look like it's actually kind of a worked-on quarry. In this whole area here. And then the city walls are still going to go, I think, around the outside of that. So it'll be still inside city walls, but they're sort of using it as a pit. Maybe. Although I guess maybe it could be outside the city walls. So I could bring the walls through here. And then this resource pit is that they're digging out is outside the city walls. That might be kind of cool. But so then the walls will come through there. You know, I guess up on top, maybe, or something. All right. Lots of plans. But we made some good planning today. That'll be it for today.